Okay, so we're going to introduce our third way to write the equation of a line, and it's called standard form. Okay, so what is the format of standard form? Standard form looks something like this. It follows the format of ax, a times x, plus b times y is equal to c. Okay, what's important to know here is that a, b, and c are just going to be numbers. Okay, A, B, and C are numbers, and X and Y are on the same side. Okay, but A, B, and C can't be just any numbers. They have certain properties that we need to abide to. Okay, so here's the first one. A, B, and C cannot be decimals. Okay, they gotta be whole numbers, and they also cannot be fractions. Okay. A, B, and C have got to be whole numbers, okay? That makes our lives a little bit easier. It makes it easier to deal with. And the third rule that it has here is that there are no negative leading coefficients, okay? If we had to paraphrase that, all that means is the first number, letter A, that's attached to X cannot be a negative number, okay? X always goes first, Y always goes second, but A cannot be negative. It's got to be a whole number, and it cannot be negative. Okay, so it says write the lines in standard form. What I'm giving you right now is I'm giving you an equation in slope-intercept form. It follows the format y equals mx plus b. Okay, but I want to change it to the format of ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, so all that means is that x and y are on the same side on the left, and then the number that's by itself is on the right. Okay, so I got to get x and y on the same side, and my first job here is I want to move this negative 3x over to the left. And the way I'm going to do that, how do I get rid of negative 3x? I have to add 3x to both sides. Whatever I do to my right, I also do to my left. Okay, 3x and y are not combinable, so I leave them separate. I'll have 3x plus y, and these guys cancel, and all I'm left with on my right side is just the number 5. Okay, so whenever you have x and y on the same side, go through your checks to make sure, are these numbers legal? Okay, do you see any decimals or fractions? Nope, I'm good. These are all whole numbers, and the last thing I have to check is a positive? Is the number that's attached to x positive? Yes, it's positive 3. I'm good. I'm in standard form. This is done. Okay, so let's do another one. Right here, I'm seeing point slope form, but I want to put it in that format. ax plus by is equal to c. Once again, I'm writing the equation over and over again so you guys remember the format. Okay, so right now, x and y are not on the same side. I ultimately have to do that. If I want to move this x over to the left, the first thing I should probably do is distribute this 5 to both terms. On my right side, I'll have 5 times x, which is 5x. And then I'll have 5 times minus 1, which is minus 5. On my left side, I still got y minus 2. Okay, so I want to get the numbers on the right side. So what I'll do probably first is I'll add 2 to both sides to squeeze my numbers together. On my left side, I'll just have y. On my right side, I'll have 5x. Negative 5 plus 2 ends up equaling negative 3 or minus 3. Okay, now I'm super close. I'm in slope-intercept form, but what I need to do is I need to move this 5x over to the left. So how do I get rid of positive 5x? I have to subtract 5x. X and y are on the same side at this point. And what I'll have now is I'll have negative 5x. This is a positive y, so it's plus y is equal to negative 3. Okay. So x and y are on the same side, and I don't see any fractions or decimals. So I'm good with the first couple things, but what I got to make sure now is that a cannot be a negative number. The number that's attached to x right now is negative. Okay, so watch how I get rid of this. In order to get rid of a negative, what I need to do is I need to multiply both sides by negative 1. Watch how I do this. I'm going to multiply my entire left side by negative 1. But whatever I do to the left, I also have to do to the right. So I'm going to multiply also my negative 3 by negative 1. So what happens here is this negative 1 distributes to both terms. I'll have negative 1 times negative 5x, and that just becomes, the negatives will cancel, and it just becomes plain old 5x. Negative 1 times positive y ends up becoming negative y, or minus 1y, so I'll have minus y. So I multiplied my entire left side by negative 1, now I got to multiply my entire right side by negative 1. Negative 3 times negative 1 ends up equaling positive 3, and I'm good. Okay, go through your check one more time. Do you see any fractions or decimals? No. Are x and y on the same side? Yes. Is a positive? Yes, it is. This right here is in standard form.